Hi everyone, welcome to Sweetpea Seeds Inspirations. My name is Sydney and today we are going to learn how to make this nicely textured kitchen towel. And like I just stated, it is nicely textured, and also this has a great stretch to the stitch as well. Now with this stitch you can also make a wonderful washcloth if you were to add some of that scrubby yarn. Now, if you were to go the washcloth route, you will have to manipulate your stitch count a little bit, which the multiple for the stitches will be 4 plus any additive edge stitches to make your edges look a little bit more uniform. Now you will need some basic materials, which I am going to be using a 4mm hook today, which pairs well with my yarn of choice, which is some of the mainstay cotton yarn that I picked up at my local Walmart, and this is in the color, I don't know exactly the color name, but it is a tannish sandy color. And then, of course, you are going to need your sewing needle, tapestry, darning needle, whatever you would like to call this, and then also some scissors. If you are making the kitchen towel today, then you will need to chain up a total of 33 chains plus 2. If you are doing a washcloth, you will chain up a total of 25 plus 2. Those 2 extra additive stitches that we added here is going to count as a chain 2, but also a half double crochet. So we're going to skip the first 2 chains, so 1 and 2. We're going to go into that third chain and place a half double crochet. Then you are going to go ahead and place a half double crochet in each of the stitches. So if you are doing the kitchen towel, you should have a total of 33 half double crochets plus that chain 2, which will count as a half double crochet. So if you were to count that chain 2, you will have a total of 34 stitches. If you are doing the washcloth, you will have a total of 25 half double crochets plus that chain 2 that counts as a stitch. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. If you would like to work ahead, we will do another row of half double crochets in each stitch. Now we will start working on the texture part of our washcloth or kitchen towel. But before we actually start working on the 1 row repeat, we have a setup row to work. So we are going to start off with a chain of 3 that is going to count as a double crochet. So we will not work in this first stitch here, but we are going to skip the next 2 stitches, so 1 and 2. We're going to go into that third stitch, and we are going to place 2 double crochets, chain 1, go into the next stitch, place 2 double crochets. And now for the repeat unit for this setup row, we're going to go ahead and skip 2 chains, so 1 and 2. We're going to go into that third chain, place 2 double crochets, chain 1, go into the next stitch, place 2 double crochets. one more time, skip 2 stitches, go into that 3rd stitch, place 2 double crochets, chain 1, go into the next stitch, and place 2 double crochets. Go ahead and continue repeating that until you have made it to the end. And in that very last stitch, which is the chain 2 from the previous row, we're going to go ahead and place a double crochet. So now for our 1 row repeat, we're going to go ahead and chain 3, turn your work. Again, this very first double crochet here we will not work into, because where we did the chain 3 and it counts as a double crochet. So now we are going to also skip the next double crochet, go into that 2nd double crochet here that is right before that chain 1, and we are going to place a front post double crochet. Once you have that front post double crochet made, we're going to go into that chain 1 space. We're going to place a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into that chain 1 space, and then we're going to go to the next double crochet and place a front post double crochet. Then we are going to skip the next 2 double crochets, so 1 and 2. We're going to go to that double crochet that is right before that chain 1 and place a front post double crochet. In that chain 1 space, place a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Then go to the next double crochet and place a front post double crochet. Skip the next 2 stitches, so 1 and 2, go into that double crochet right before that chain 1 and place a front post double crochet. Go into the chain 1, place a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Then in the next double crochet, we are going to place a front post double crochet. So that is going to be the repeat unit. Go ahead and continue working until you have made it to the end. And once you have made it to the end, we are going to place a double crochet into the top of that chain 3 that we made from the beginning of last row. And that is going to be our 1 row repeat. So I will do it again with you a few more times. So go ahead and chain 3, turn your work, and then that chain 3 counts as a double crochet, so we will not work into this first double crochet here. We'll skip the 2nd double crochet and go into that 3rd double crochet, which is right before that chain 1 space. Place a front post double crochet, go into that chain 1 space, place a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, go into the next double crochet and place a front post double crochet. skip the next 2 stitches, so 1 and 2, go into the double crochet that is right before that chain 1 space, place a front post double crochet. In that chain 1, place a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, go into the next stitch and place a front post double crochet. One more time, we'll skip the next 2 stitches, so 1 and 2, go into the stitch right before that chain 1 space, place a front post double crochet, go into the chain 1, place a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Then in the next stitch, we are going to place a front post double crochet. Go ahead and continue repeating that until you have made it to the end of your row. And once you make it to the end of your row, in that chain 3 space that we made at the beginning of last row, we are going to place a double crochet. Go ahead and continue the 1 row repeat for a total of 19 times. If you are doing the kitchen towel, if you are doing the washcloth, you'll continue that 1 row repeat for a total of 9 rows, or until you have reached an inch from your desired length. Once you have reached that point, we are going to go ahead and chain 2, turn your work. We are not going to work in this first row here. We're going to go ahead and place a half double crochet in each of the stitches. Do not place a half double crochet in that chain 1. Again, do not place a half double crochet in the chain 1 spaces, just in each of the double crochets. So go ahead and continue placing a half double crochet in each stitch, and you will have in total the same amount of stitches as what you've begun with. Don't forget to place a half double crochet into that very last stitch, which is the chain 3 from the previous row. And then we are going to do 1 more row of half double crochets. So go ahead and chain 2, turn your work. Where that half double crochet counts as a stitch, we will not work in that first stitch. And just go ahead and place a half double crochet in each stitch. All you have left to do is finish off and weave in your ends, and that is how we create the nicely textured kitchen towel or washcloth, whichever one you preferred to make. I want to thank you for tuning in today, and if you did enjoy today's tutorial, please don't forget to give this video a like, share, comment, or subscribe. It does help out the channel and it helps out the videos as well. But I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next tutorial.